the Packers. By the way, just about to go down on this channel. I'm gonna be honest. I've been trying to move the gameplay to Twitch. I just cannot get Twitch to work on my end. So the day that it starts working on my end.
All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
As here we go, Green Bay versus Indianapolis here. Shut this down.
It's week 12 of the NFL season.
As here we go, we start the NFL season off. Oh my god damn. It's like an annoying light in my fucking TV and it's pissing me off. So I can't see. As here we go, this is a big game for us. We gotta really beat Green Bay here. 8-2 is Green Bay. We're 8-2. We shouldn't be 8-2. We should be 9-1. Let's be honest. We got robbed against the Titans. And you know, I mean, I don't think I've recorded a lot of this. I apologize about, but you know, now here's a chance for us, to come back and really show that, we should have won. It's 1st and 10. Andrew Luck, first play, incomplete, could have been picked. Wasn't a good play to open it up, and it'll be 2nd and 10 to start it out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
As that didn't work, and this will bring it to. This will bring it to 2nd and 10. Andrew Luck on 2nd and 10. Luck. Hand off to Marlon Mack. Mack trying to find something to gain one. Bobby Wagner's on this team, by the way. Which is a guy that actually a lot of people forget about that is on this team. And well, he's not a guy you can, quite frankly forget about. And now here we go. This will be what we all assumed to be a pass play. As for 3rd and 9 here. Andrew Luck on 3rd and 9. Luck gonna go outside. That's Chester Rogers, and Luck just can't make the throw. 4th and 9, and the Colts are punting right to Green Bay. So Green Bay off to a fantastic start. They didn't show signs at all of making plays, and quite frankly that wasn't a very good one right there. D.D. Westbrook down to the 29. And it seems like Jacksonville's traded away all their playmakers to make room for different players. I think they drafted Jerry Jeudy to make up for that bare receiving core they've made it. But they've got to have better decisions, to how they're going to fix this. Daniel Jones is actually on this team now. I mean, he was on Dallas. Now he is on the Green Bay Packers. And just like that, Aaron Jones, apparently when you try to, strafe, it doesn't work. 21 yards. This is the problem with Madden. I mean, dude, I've tried to keep my team, civil, normal. It's not fun that way, I'd say, because everybody, runs the same plays. 1st and 10 here. D.D. Westbrook going to go in motion here. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is going to go right side. And Jones is going to be stopped there. That's Kiari Willis there, who's been a great. I think this defense who's been stood up. I think this defense has stood up and, quite frankly, made plays. So, kudos for them for how they played and thrown the season. 1st and 10 here. This is going to be Daniel Jones to throw. Jones is going to throw. Marcus Hunt doesn't make a play. Jalen Smith, quite frankly, luckily does. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Marcus Hunt. Man, it's a guy that's looking for a contract, and that's not the type of plays you would like for a guy that's looking for, a new contract in this season, and that's just not what he wanted. That wasn't a good start, and this will be 3rd and 10. Daniel Jones on 3rd and 10. You're going to need something big. Daniel Jones going to throw for John Brown, I bet. I don't know who Brown is. Is that Antonio Brown? Antonio Brown got traded to the Green Bay Packers? That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, I think it is. I don't know, actually. Probably not Antonio Brown. Anthony Brown, I bet. Here, Daniel Jones going to go right up the middle with Aaron Jones, and it works. That's the thing. The Colts have so much room, and, you know, they're down. You know, any yards that they give, I bet, if, you know, if this is back on their side of the field, this is a different ballgame. But the fact that they've got not a lot of room to work with, I think in this scenario, it makes it worse for the offense than for the defense. 2nd and 6, Daniel Jones is going to go outside to the right. And that'll be Jalen Smith on the tackle, gain of 7. Yeah, I mean, you know, and it sucks, you know, watching somebody run the same play every play. But it's Madden, you know. It's how you play the game. He doesn't run it to the other side. He hasn't done it yet. I expect him to do it soon, but 3rd and 9 here. Gotta make sure we keep Daniel Jones contained here. Because he's going to go up the gut, and he's going to get a nice game.
Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here he is, 2nd and 2, Daniel Jones. Still on, he's going to go 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He loves his 5 wide formation.
Now Jones.
And that's going to be drop pick by Tyquan Lewis. He drops the interception.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 3rd and 2. We know exactly what's happening here. It's actually going to be a pass here. And Jones is going to be sacked. Good night. Goodbye, Daniel Jones. 4th and 5 by 18. This is a huge decision for Green Bay because, you know, you go for it and you risk not getting it, or you kick a field goal and you take your 3-point lead. And it looks to be that Daniel Jones wants the first down. Daniel Jones wants the first down here. 2nd and 5 here. Daniel Jones is going to throw, and Darius Leonard is not quick enough. My entire defense got munched, and just like that, Aaron Jones is in. Green Bay's up 6. Gonna look to make it, 7-0. That's just a rough drive right there, you know. You play it all the way down to the end. And to end it like that, it's just not, it's not great. It's not what you would wanted. But it's something you got to suspect that will happen. 7-0. It feels like Indiana, the Colts, like I said, they finish stronger than they start. And that's got to be the case here, because they need to get something going. 1st and 10 here.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And you know,
Andrew Luck on 1st and 10, gonna go to Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack, who's really just not had shades of the season he had last year. Last year, crazy season, was throwing the ball down the field. You know, had played really well last season. This season, like I said, shades of the former self. 3-0, 1st and 10 here. Nothing really open. Andrew Luck sees the middle of the field open, though, and slides down 8 yards for Andrew Luck. Yeah, I mean, you know, nothing is open at all. He's looking for anything to do, just open up. The first thing he sees open is that middle of that field. Incredible play right there. T.Y. Hilton in motion. And they're going to run this outside with Marlon Mack, who would have had a touchdown. Shaquille Barrett gets one finger on the running back, and that'll be the end. Here we go. Andrew Luck going to send T.Y. Hilton in motion. Hilton in motion. T.Y. Hilton is open. It's an underthrow by Andrew Luck, and picked by Kevin King. And Andrew Luck is showing a horrific performance here. It's an underthrow to T.Y. He's not very mobile in the pocket, which really is just forcing him to make plays, and just like that, that's not a good play at all. 1st and 10, they're going to run the snap to the right side. He's going to pass here, screen play, Marcus Hunt. Marcus Hunt makes it. Loss of 2 yards. That's what you want. If you're Indianapolis, you know, Marcus Hunt has been incredible for stepping out those screens. He's done it twice today on 2 screens, so he's been successful so far. It's the first thing he watches, and there, unfortunately, you know, he didn't make a great play, guys. And that's Aaron Jones gonna get it to a 3rd and 9 here. And now if you're Daniel Jones, you've got to, I'd say you've got to think about the possibility of punting, and you got to think of the possibility of, you know, looking at the 1st down chains. We'll see what they do here. 3rd and 9. Will Daniel Jones risk it all, or is he just going to go for the 1st down marker? It's been until the take of the Packers' career so far, or the Packers' season so far. 3rd and 9. Daniel Jones is going to throw a risky one. It's incomplete to Jonah Williams.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
4th and 9, and they elect to punt after a horrific start from the Colts. I'd punt too. Like, they have not played good as of yet. Tony Pollard is going to take this one back out, or inside to the 22, and now Indianapolis takes over.
1st and 10.
You know,
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape.
Surreal, 1st and 10. Andrew Luck gonna go to Marlene Mack, who can't get past Amos. All over Mack. I think that, you know, it's gonna come down to either Marlon Mack being a complete factor of this game, and it's gonna come down to him finishing this game, or he's going to be not a factor at all. Luck completely sacked. Couldn't get it off. Rashawn Gary gets him, and it'll be 3rd and 15 now. Tail of the tick right there. You know, they're blocking 5. I think they probably blitzed about 6. And that's just not enough to, you know, make a play there. And that'll be obviously not the play that they wanted. Andrew Luck out of the wing, trying to get something open, and he's got Paris Campbell in the corner. That's a 1st down, 21 yards. Andrew Luck needed to sling something. He needed a great pass. That was a dime, you know, a dime that they've been waiting for him to throw. He gets it right there. This will be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Marlene Mack. Marlon Mack's got a 1st down. 5 rushes, 18 yards. It is what it is for Marlon Mack. And now, although the Colts are not sure that they're gonna, they've kind of thrown Marlon Mack's name out there a couple of times to a couple teams. Who knows how that will go? But as they did say that, you know, their goal to move forward is to get more people involved.
Here's another 1st and 10.
But they put Tony Pollard in the game. And I think they're trying to see if something else can bolt, because so far Marlon Mack has been atrocious. And Tony Pollard, with his 1st carry of the game, gets 6. Yeah, that's not a bad play at all. 2nd and 4. And they play the Packers play a lot of man coverage, but there's a reason for all their man coverage. They have the greatest secondary in the NFL, arguably. And, you know, why would you not throw, you know, the football 9 times out of 10 through that? You know what I'm saying? Andrew Luck on 2nd and 4. Luck, quick throw, and it's a bad pass again. Sullivan this time. On the return, Sullivan is gone.
He's into the clear, past the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
He's throwing it too far for his receivers, and it's showing right now.
Exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Packers are thinking they've got the Colts locked down. They're up 14-0.
Good on the extra point. And that'll
Colts
make
have
the
got to
score
do something
14-7.
offensively.
This'll be
I think it's going to have to be done running the football, you know? It's the only thing they've been able to do really well today.
Across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
As we go, 1st and 10 for the Colts, and Andrew Luck will, attempt to get a play to get his team back in it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage?
Andrew Luck on 1st and 10, gonna go to Marlon Mack. Mack's got the first down. Mack's got more. 6 rushes, 34 yards from Marlon Mack. And now he's starting to get going. And he just took a couple carries, a couple hundred carries, really. And, now that he's getting going, they're looking unstoppable. That's going to be Bobby Wagner right into him. K-3 for Marlon Mack, who is still playing well. He's not necessarily, completely choked so far. Hasn't really did anything too, terrible, as that's Eric Ebron who's got the first down. That's one that, we're gonna say, all right, we're lucky. Let's move on, and do it next time. As here we go. Bring T.Y. Hilton in motion. Gonna give it to Pollard, and some reason Adrian Amos just glitches that shit. You're gonna cover 6 ends, but I didn't even notice. Down at the 47. If you're Andrew Luck, what are you doing here? Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. He's got you. First thing first, you watch protection, and second thing second, you gotta play pass. Because right here it looks like a throw to me. Luck's gonna roll out and try to throw it away, and he does. That looked to be a cover 2 right there. It was a cover 6 trap. Interesting how that worked, and it worked against that play, 3rd and 11. Yeah, that was a great play right there. You can't really take that away from him. He played good football there.
The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Andrew Luck. 1st and 10. Luck gonna go to Marlon Mack, and Mack's got the first down to the 29. 29, and that's like one of the first times today that we ever played that hot route master really just came to help us out. As here we go, 1st and 10. Andrew Luck. Luck takes the snap. Andrew Luck gonna go to T.Y. Hilton, who's got the edge. Touchdown Colts. T.Y. Hilton, who has been the guy to look at all year, who's been the guy to watch all season, all year, and that went well. That went really well. And now they're down 14-7. They do get Paul at half. They do not get ball at half. So going into halftime, the tie game is going to be so crucial. This drive right here is so crucial. This is essentially a put-away drive. Not really a put-away drive, but it's a start of a put-away drive for Green Bay, and it's a staying in it drive for Indianapolis as Jalen Smith gets out there. Makes a play. Obviously, Jalen Smith, incredible. He's at Indianapolis. Colts drafted a gem, and a big name was put on the line in order to get that gem. As it's Calvin Ridley right there, but that they wanted that gym really bad, and the only way they were going to get that gym is if they made it a monstrous trade, and that's exactly what they did. They went out and made some incredible trade. You get a guy like that. That's Darius Leonard all over it, and that's picked. And now Darius Leonard on the return. Darius Leonard down to the 22-yard line. Indianapolis Colts are in it, and they're in it to win it right now.
going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like,
man, that's a great play, but now how do you finish? Andrew Luck on 1st and 10. I think Luck knows it's going to be a blitz here.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
Andrew Luck trying to get some pass protection here. Trying to go outside to Chester Rogers. Down on the 4. Andrew Luck, not a crap ton of yards. Not a great-ass game. But again, he's making plays when it counts, right? At least right now he is. 1st and 10, gonna go to Marlon Mack, and that's a great play by Bobby Wagner. Timeout, Indianapolis. Do they really need to take a timeout? No, they've got 34 seconds. I think it's more of a, a cautious, they want to look through what they want to do. They want to call, audibles at the line about what they see. And, I think they have faith in their defense to, make that stop just in case, they score with too much time left. Got a 2nd and 3 here. Gonna go underneath. That's Eric Ebron, who is short. Down at the 2. And here they're gonna call hurry up here. I don't think Andrew Luck necessarily has an. And that's gonna be a timeout by Green Bay. That's interesting. That's a very interesting call for them. They're gonna call a timeout on 3rd and goal at the 2. They've got 14-7. They've got the lead. Questions, what are they going to come out in here? It's a 3rd and goal for the Colts. Colts take the snap, and Andrew Luck immediately hits the canvas. And Indianapolis will take it down to 2 seconds, and I think they'll bring Chase McLaughlin out here to, try to put this game on ice. Jacoby Brissett held, and it's good. 14-10. Like I said, it was a big thing for them to go into halftime, tying it. They had the chance. They could not finish it. But like I said, the Colts, they remember. You can't do something that drive and continue to do it every time, because the Colts remember. The Colts catch on pretty quick. Their defense learns. If they never faced you. Basically, obviously, I didn't look at the film what he ran before, so I didn't look at the training. But, once you start running it, and once it gets in their head that, yeah, they're going to do this, yeah, they're going to do that, yeah, they're going to do that, it gets easier for Indianapolis to stop it. I think that's what they're learning right now. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is going to throw here. He's going to throw another screen here. And again, they're all over it. Darius Leonard this time. Again, him nothing. Aaron Jones is looking to get back in the line of scrimmage there. They love the screens. They love the stretch. They love the slants. They love 5 wide. And once you get that in your head that that's what they love, it's going to become easier and easier to stop. As right here, this is crazy blocking for Aaron Jones. And he's going to pick up a lot. That's the thing. He's gone either nowhere today or he's broke one big. They ran one dive. All stretches. All stretch plays here today. And it just comes down to the blocking. If the blocking's there, they've made plays. 1st and 10 for Aaron Jones. This is going to be another one. I believe this one might even go left. I feel like they might throw something in there. They will. It'll be a stretch left. And Jalen Smith will count Aaron Jones, and he'll only count him for 2 yards. Yeah. He's running at Jalen Smith. It's 2 yards, no more, no less. He's trying, hold you there. I think it's going to be a right side run. It will be. And he's going to cut it back and go nowhere. Gain of 4, which is not terrible, Matt. You're at a 3rd and 4. Do you run this on 3rd and 4? I think it's, it's an option, You got 4 yards there. You could definitely get 4 yards here if you were to want to. But do you want to risk another run on 3rd and down? It depends if they're down to go for it on 4th. They are going to run it here. And they are not going to get it. Jabal Sheard plays it nicely. 1 yard. 4th and 3 for Green Bay. And they're not going to punt it. They're going to go 0 running back. They're going to go 5 wide once again today. This is not the first time they've went 5 wide. 4th and 3 here. Daniel Jones. He needs this here. This is going to be an audible. It is thrown right to Darius Leonard. Gets rid of Daniel Jones. No, he cannot. Down at the 20. And the Indianapolis Colts have a chance to take the lead. Andrew Luck gonna give it to Mack, who goes backwards a yard. And why is I'm crying? You know, it's been rough, I'll say, getting plays like this to go their way. But this is one you've got to get, right? 2nd and 11. Luck stepping up, trying to throw to Mack. That was not the guy I clicked. I definitely clicked Ebron. He was wide the fuck open in the end zone, and I cost us the game. Andrew Luck, another pick. You know, we're making countless mistakes. He's playing conservative. We're not. We're trying to throw the ball down the rock. We're not playing it safe. We should have played it safe. We had the dagger, really. And now they're gonna go back to running the football. And Davis and Marcus Hunt driving back behind the 15, arguably like the 12. He lost 7 yards on the drive back, but obviously forward possession helps them out. But that shows that, you know, they weren't gonna allow a single extra yard. 2nd and 9 here. I'd suspect slants here, or just a run play. It is gonna be a run, and he'll lose a yard. What a play, I believe. Who was that got out there? That was Kiari Willis on the play. 3rd and 9. Another 3rd and 9 here. Another huge play for Green Bay. You don't want to throw a pick here. That's the last thing you want to do is throw a pick here. And he throws another one to Darius Leonard. His 3rd of the game. 3 picks for Daniel Jones today, and all 3 have gone to Darius Leonard. There we go. 1st and 10. Luck, instant pressure, and they're sending pressure. They're sending 4 at the line, and it's getting through. They're pinching their line. They're doing things that are working, and that helped. That helped them get through there. Second and 18, looking for Paris Campbell, who can't hang on to the 1st. 3rd down, and just like that, drops like that are keeping teams in games. 3rd and 18, could have been 1st and 10, inside the 10. But, the guy that you are trying to develop to be your 2nd receiver, one of the greater receivers, saving you from having to, you're trying to develop this man into being a star player. He makes a play like that. 3rd and long. Looking deep. Campbell. Touchdown. Indianapolis. Andrew Luck throws it. Campbell on the money. And Indianapolis stays in it. I don't think Green Bay expected, and Chase McLaughlin choked it. It's so quick. He's such a bad kick power. They just boom, boom, boom. Like, stop that shit, nigga. Here we go. 14-9-6. Up by 2. And just like that, Green Bay's thinking, they can't do anything on offense. So far, Indianapolis, has been playing good offense. D.D. Westbrook tackled there by Anthony Walker, and it's at the 25. But, that was just a great play. Andrew Luck just threw it up there. It was great. It was where he could only get it. It was a pass that he could only get. And then it was just, he just kind of threw it up there, and he was like, all right, it's up to Paris Campbell to make a play. 1st and 10. I expect Daniel Jones to go right with this one. He might even flip this left. This is definitely, yep, he's going to go left outside, and he is jumped by Bobby Okereke. Yeah, that's just one thing that Green Bay struggled with. Once their offense got completely sandwiched, got completely smacked, once their run game got completely shellacked, they have not had anything to go to. And that's Sean Davis, the safety, who's played really well back there today. Another tackle right there, third and
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL.
And here we go. They ran this earlier, and it worked. And I think Daniel Jones is suspecting the same result. You're gonna go to Brown, who gets jumped by Leonard, but Brown hangs on, and it's going to be, it's A.J. Brown, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why I didn't realize that at the beginning, but that'll be A.J. Brown, and it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. I know exactly what he wants here. It was wide open last time. He's gonna throw it, and Jalen Smith's all over it. Jalen Smith trying to get an opening. 4 picks for him on the day. Jalen Smith gets one of them for himself. And just like that, Green Bay's been outsmarted. 1st down.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these
Andrew Luck gonna give it to Marlon Mack. And, you know, they're just trying to slow down this game. You're up by 2 points. You know, you've got the ball. Realistically, your defense is really helping you out. You know, you're sniffing out, you're pulling out all the stops. They're doing everything they can against Green Bay. Green Bay's getting frustrated because they can't do anything. If the offense can tackle more points, that's going to help. But most importantly, this is, you know, a drive to where you can't give them the ball back. Not instantly. You've got to chew maybe even just a couple seconds off this clock. As we'll see how that goes. Campbell in motion. Here we go. Gonna go to Chester Rogers outside, and he's got it. 1st down. Yeah, Andrew looked for that route earlier, obviously, and it wasn't open. But now a play where I think the defense kind of forgot about it. You know, he waits. You know, that's something that the Colts are very good at. They're patient. They go to a route. And it's not that they forget the route, you know, they just hope you forget it. And they did right there, and that ended up being a really good play. Andrew Luck gonna go to Ebron, who's got it. 1st down at the 19. Andrew Luck is diming this defense right now. Off a shaky start that he had, this is good. This is looking promising. 1st and 10. Luck looking for the corner of the end zone. Throwing one in. Incomplete. Marlon Mack went up for it. He went sky high for that one. Unfortunately, though, he just couldn't come down with it. Yeah. The defense knew what was happening. They corralled to it pretty quick. You know, they were pretty smart to adapt to what was happening. Here we go. 2nd and 10. That's T.Y. in the corner. Oh, but Zaire Alexander picks it, but barely out of bounds. And that is such a big factor for both teams. Zaire Franklin gets that. They're at basically where they're at right now. Just 1 extra yard. Oh, man, you wanted that. 3rd down, trying to get Campbell out there. Not going to happen. It'll be 4th down, and now you got to rely on Chase McLaughlin, the leg that missed earlier, to hopefully make it and just make it a, you know, a more than a field goal game, you know. Just extend the lead. McLaughlin looked bad off the start, but it is good. 14-19. You know, a 5-point game is better than obviously a 2-point game, because now a touchdown is realistically what they need. There's nothing else they can do, you know, besides like a pick 6, obviously. So a touchdown, basically, but a touchdown by this offense is going to take the lead. And them wanting the touchdown is going to push them to go for it on 4th down. If they miss, they give the Colts another opportunity to either chew clock or they chew too much clock. There's so much ways that this could go good for the Colts here. You know, they chew too much clock. They have a long, good drive, but they can't finish it. And the Colts have a long, good drive. That's game. It's 3rd and 10 for Daniel Jones, who's going to run outside with him right here. And Bobby Okariki's there. You know, that's 5 yards, but that's what the Colts want. The Colts love to see Daniel Jones be getting 5 yards every play. 2nd and 5 here. Daniel Jones right up the gut. He's going to take it right up the gut. He arguably could have taken it longer. I don't think he got the first. He did. Okay. And that'll be 1st down. Daniel Jones going to take this one for 3. You've got 13 yards on 3 carries. That's pretty damn good, I'd say. But you got to think, the clock is ticking, and this Indianapolis Colts team is going to do everything they can. They're going to pry out everything they can to keep you out of getting that first fucking down, you know. Here we go, 2nd and 7. I believe this will be to the right. If anything, this is going to actually be a pass here. And that's going to be a sack! Something that doesn't happen a lot, but it's going to be by the playmaker today. The man that has not a lot of yards today, Marcus Hunt, who has just been having a day. Marcus Hunt, for some odd reason today, has just been playing lights out. And it's continuing. 3rd and 15 here. Daniel Jones.
And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen,
he's going to go deep here. He's going to go deep for Aaron Jones, and the Colts pop it out. 4th and 15. I die 30. Now this is huge for the Colts because now they're up and they have to punt it because they don't think they can get a 4th and 15. It is a pretty big. It'd be pretty big if they could. If it'd been short, they probably would have went for it. And now they have faith that they're going to stop you, and that's something that I don't think that's false hope because they have ran the ball pretty bad today. Running the ball has been an issue. 1st and 10. Gonna give it to Tony Pollard. Pollard, backwards. Yeah, they try to get Tony Pollard in the game, but I just think that Marlon Mack is he takes the majority of the carries, even how this game has went. Even no matter what, I think he takes majority carries. As here we go. Andrew Luck on 2nd and 11. Andrew Luck gonna take the sack. He had square, but it was no point. Derek Barnett calls timeout. 3rd and 20 here. How risky are the Colts feeling? How risky are they wanting to go? I just don't think they're going to be very risky with this one. 3rd and 20, and Indianapolis is going to run it. They'll let the clock chew down, and they'll punt it right back to Green Bay. And they're going to hold it. I think they're going to chew this one all the way down. At this point, does Green Bay want? Does they want to save 10 seconds, or they want to save a timeout? They're going to save a timeout here. Colts did exactly what they said they wanted to do. They're going to snap it at 3 seconds. They'll get that one off. That's a beauty by Rigoberto. Down at the 22. What a pinner by Rigoberto. Ideally, that's what you need. You needed a pinner. That's what they got there. And here we go. 1st and 10. Daniel Jones. He needs something here. Anything, realistically. And he's going to take a sack from Justin Houston here. Off the edge. Yeah, they're playing the edge of the football here. They're trying to stop him from rolling out. And we'll see if it works here. 2nd and 17. This is a different aspect for Daniel Jones here. He's just going to throw one up, and it's picked by Kiari Willis. Down the field, Kiari Willis on the return. Kiari Willis jukes out the safety, and he takes it back for 6. Indianapolis, good night, Green Bay. That might just be the dagger. Chase McLaughlin misses it, though. He just can't kick today. 25 to 14, and Rigoberto is definitely a lot easier to press X on. I don't know why. And that'll be 14. Die 25, down by 11. That's not possible. You want to go for 2 after you get or you want to score and go for 2 here. The fact is, you got to score first. So, first time, I'm not gonna do the QTK. Maybe we get a bit more pressure. We're getting crazy pressure today. This is gonna be Aaron Jones on the carry, down to the 48. 19 rushes, 95 yards. Like he's ran really well today. It just says they needed to run that well today. I don't know. It's going to be a throw here. Time now where he's not going to be throwing, and that's going to be thrown to Aaron Jones, and Darius Leonard's all over.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, you don't want to give Aaron Jones his 4th pick of the day, or Darius Leonard his 4th pick of the day. Don't think that would have been good for them. 2nd and 10 here for Daniel Jones. Gonna send out the running back Aaron Jones here. Jones is gonna throw to Bobby Okereke. Bobby Okereke taking it down to the 44, a minute and 50 to go. Oh, buddy, those timeouts are about to come useful. 1st and 10 here. They're going to run the football to Mack. Mack trying to cut it upfield. Not going to be able to. 2nd and 13 here. And they're going to chew clock because they've got the lead. They've got the ball. Realistically, this is how they want to play. 2nd and 13. They're going to run it the opposite way. That's going to be Marlon Mack on a run right there. Down to the 38.
A gain there of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking.
Andrew Luck's trying to run the game out. This is a huge win for Indianapolis. 14-25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 7. Andrew Luck gonna give it to Mack. Nowhere to go.
He's gonna have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him.
3rd and 9, and this could actually be the game. They don't have to run another play.
And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Andrew Luck on 3rd and 9. I'll give it to Marlon Mack right up the gut, and that'll be the game. And Andrew Luck will let the clock chew out. What a win for Indianapolis. That's a huge win for them.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Wow.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
That's not how that guy intended that game to go. Daniel Jones been thrown around. Aaron Rodgers, obviously, I think is a part of the Titans now. Don't actually remember. And Andrew Luck right there. Man, oh man. 9 for 19. Not the greatest game he's ever had. 162 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, 6 picks for Daniel Jones. 95 yards for Aaron Jones, 58 for Marlon Mack, 4 for Pollard. We couldn't run the ball extremely well. Passing, nothing was really there. Chua had a touchdown. He had a touchdown. Aaron Jones had a touchdown. Other than that, blocking, 3 pancakes by Quentin Nelson. Costanzo had a sack. Everything else they allowed. Tackles, the rest tackle was Darius Leonard. 10 tackles. Tackles for loss, they had 2. They had 2. One of us had 2. 3 sacks for Sean Gary. I feel like I sacked them more than they did, but they sacked me a lot more, actually. It's crazy. Darius Leonard had 3 picks, 1 pick for Bobby Okereke. Sullivan had 1, King had 1, Jalen Smith had 1, Kerry Willis had 1, and then Bobby Wagner had 1. I think we only had 1 touchdown off of, there's 2. Sullivan had 1, and we had 1. Forced fumbles, none. Pass deflections, Zaire Alexander played good. Blocks for safeties, there was none of those. That was a great game, though. We had a clutch up towards the end. Defense played well. And look back on that, I scored 14-0. 14 unanswered points. 98 overall, Quentin Nelson. 97. He's 98 with morale. Chester Rogers having a great game. You know, he finally got something going. He needed something, though. It's been a minute since he made a crazy play, and that was what he needed. Ben Bandigoo. He was like a 2nd-round pick for us last year. So. Maybe he's underused, just not very good. He got +1 speed, so, He's 86 speed, that's a guy that you could definitely use and put out there. But yeah, so that was a great game. We're 9-2 now. I think we should be 10-1, but we are 9-2. If you look at the schedule, next week has got to be a game we win. That's easy as I can put it. We have to win next week. I just don't see the Titans. They've lost to us, yeah. We have not lost to a single division rival. But, like I said, Jaguars gave us a run for our money. Vikings, Steelers. I think the Steelers, actually, I don't know. The Steelers are pretty bad, but I know the Vikings, Jaguars. I don't know about the Browns. I think the Vikings, Jaguars, and Browns are all going to be teams that, I mean, just must wins. They lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Ravens, 30-21, which is better than what we won. They barely beat the Steelers. They got killed they killed Jacksonville, beat the Patriots. Like, they got dogged on right there. Giants dogged on them. Ravens dogged on them a second time. Texans dogged on them. So maybe they're not as good, but I don't know. I can't tell you. I think the Browns are heavily good, or I don't know. I'll give the Browns a meh. Steelers, obviously the Steelers have not won a game. So Vikings are, they were like, they started off bad, but those are their only like dominant performance. They beat our Jaguars. They lost to the Texans. I don't know how I feel about facing these guys. I feel like that's a throw up. Jacksonville, I don't think they've played anybody like too spectacular or too other than us, like the Texans. They lost to the Vikings, beat the Chargers, lost to the Browns, beat the Lions, lost to the Packers, which we just beat. They lost to us. They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Titans. They dogged on the Bengals, and now they've got to face the Titans again. The Titans have lost to two teams. We've lost to the Titans and the Ravens. They've lost to us, and then they got dogged on by the Texans? Okay. I mean, look at this. Chiefs, Ravens are for sure losses for them. We just have to win one game. I think we just have to win one of those upset games. I think they're gonna have to at least go 11-5. If we can win three more games, which is gonna be the Steelers, whoever we face week 17 is pretty easy, I do believe. The Bears. We just have to win one of those toss-up games right there, and I think we've clinched essentially. So the division. So yeah, that's the ideal set of things. I'm gonna get something to eat, but I'm going to go tell this other guy in the Patriots League, and if he wants to face, we'll face real fast.
what I'm thinking.
We got some major problems with that.
Huh?
That hammering of the pipe, cracking the wall. What?
Oh, no man.
No.
Which thing? Back down the sink.
Negative.
What's supposed to be a hot thing?
Yeah.
Alright, so take out the whole thing.
Right. You want like chillers or you want like heat stuff?
I don't care.
I'll follow that up.
What I'm saying? There's some valve, emergency, and all that.
No, I was gonna like that.
So for one thing though. That's fine. Oh, as fat as this little baby fish is, I don't think the big fish can swallow him now. Look at that.
Hey, pour water down that thing.
Huh?
Pour water down that hole.
You did?
Hmm?
So you did?
No, I ate it.
Picture it. Which one you take it to? Right behind you. No matter how much you pour it, all the keep going in. It's gonna work better.
I mean, it's not, I just got rid of very often. So I don't usually just pour water.
It's weird when honestly when we walk through they said it was the worst. I'm like,
You smell something?
inhale. I was kinda like oh my goodness. I gotta change shirts. what you used to do once you wanted to be picked up. You know what? You're not getting up, dude. No, thank you. Clean my right. Clean my right. No, no, no. It's like your head like. For a tail. Oh.
I got his swastikas in there.
What?
I was told to tell you that. As I come shut his window if it ain't shut. We'll make something to eat.
Here.
I'm gonna get some food.
I said make something to eat. Hey, your appointment for Wednesday was canceled.
first and it's May 2nd, so wait a minute first. What's May 2nd? Either it's May 1st or May 2nd, so.
It ain't like they're gonna go. Go on out. It's over.
Yeah, but that's when quarantine stops.
Not necessarily.
For now it is though, it's not. I'm
What
ready.
I'm saying is like not all businesses. It's not like you're going to open the mall.
Yeah, I know. But technically Dave King doesn't have to. I can go to Danny Mudd's house and I'll not get coronavirus.
Danny West brought out the corona. All of it is business.
Yeah, you don't shower very much, from what I hear.
I'm going to Danny Mudd's house sometime beginning of April.
They just have a COVID-19 scare.
I'll tell you when it comes down to the time. You're so Alright, well this guy's not answering, so I'm gonna end the video, but I would like you guys to know, let's look at some, what we're looking to draft at this point in time. Who it's looking like we're gonna draft is not Trevor Lawrence. If we're going skill, a player that's actually gonna change this team, we're going Rondale Moore. We're gonna draft Rondale Moore, and then I would love to draft somewhere like this. I'd ideally love to get Caden Stearns. And the problem with that is Caden Stearns is ranked 12th in the draft, and Rondale Moore is ranked 19th. Now, I think somehow, some way I can get a top 5. Realistically, the goal is to get 2 fantastic picks, and I think I can do that from the Raiders. I have the 8th and the 2nd. I'm down to take the 8th from him. Who's this 19th pick? Because this pick's gonna go down. I might just tank, or if they're, I might take it. Raiders have a lot of first round picks. Oof. I don't want to take a playoff team's pick. I'm taking LA's. Let me see, is any other team like Browns are right there. Buccaneers, they have a chance. Cardinals, no. Chargers, meh, yeah. Chiefs, no, they don't have no picks. Eagles, Dolphins, no. Cowboys, bad pick. Eagles, no. Falcons, yeah. Niners, no. Giants, no. Jaguars, yes. They have a great pick actually, but they have Leonard Fournette. That's the thing. Just have no. No, we are like the 3rd best, like 4th best or something like that team in here. Ideally, I want this 9th pick from the Packers. Pats have that. Raiders, you've already seen. Ooh, that's rough because I don't know who else has just had a bad season. Seattle's playing. They're gonna play better, if not best. They don't have their first round pick because they aren't 10th or 24th. Titans have the 3rd round pick. Vikings have the 12th, and I really feel like I can get that off them. Caden Stearns is gonna be rich. I want like a top 8 picks. I want that 9th. I could pick Caden Stearns with I guarantee him too. I'm just gonna ask anyone want the first pick. I'm down to trade it for 2 good. We'll try. Like I said, like I'll be really satisfied if we can get Caden Stearns on the team. You know. It's just gonna be rough. Real fast. I want Rondale Moore and Caden Stearns. Rondale Moore is #1 priority though, and if we can't get Caden Stearns, then I'll make some type of move over the offseason, hopefully, of getting rid of Marlon Mack for like a high second, and then maybe trade my second, or maybe trade something else in my second, and get like a higher second, and go with. I mean, I don't even know who I'd want to take at that point. Down the line, none of these guys like really stand out to me. It would just come down to how they play. I mean, obviously, I think that like one of the greater guys here is gonna actually be Bubba Bolden. I actually really want Bubba Bolden. Depending on his speed, though, will mean a lot. And then obviously, like he could be decent. I want Bubba Bolden though. He's a early second rounder. I think I can try to pull him though. Isaiah Pryor is another guy that, you know, I'd probably take late in the draft. Other than that, like I don't really like see myself taking any of these guys. Linebacker was. I don't really need a linebacker, so I probably won't take one. Defensive tackle wise, I've already like I'm looking at J.T. Fele. He was actually a guy that he was an early first rounder. He's looking good. I mean, he's that's the guy that I thought I was gonna take. But I think I'll go down and pick somebody like PJ or probably PJ. I'll probably be the pick there. And Xavier Thomas, but like I said, he's like gonna be early first rounder. I'll put him on there though. Don't worry about Kenji Henry because that's just not gonna happen. If you look at like all positions, Xavier McKinney or Xavier Thomas is exactly at 8, and Thomas Booker's right in front of him. So like it's like, if I got that pick like at 12, like I would just hope for one of them to fall in. If none of them fell, I mean I can either trade out of it or like I said, like I mean I'm fine like in the first 12 picks. I'm not gonna take Trevor Lawrence. I'm not gonna take Justin Fields, but J.T. Fele, Austin Jackson, Isaiah Wilson, Booker or Xavier Thomas. I could take Wyatt Davis or Patrick Surtain, Caden Stearns, and then if I have to reach a bit, I might even take, somebody like, somebody else. Rondale Moore is good. I'm not trading this pick if it's not going to be there, if the price, essentially, isn't there. I fucked it up, whatever. I was trying to tell him I said 3, 2. Like, I was, like, counting down. He's trying to put, like, what the fuck? Anyway, I meant to put, like, I need 2 good first rounders. But, like, T.O. on accident, because I just wasn't thinking. He's the Chiefs, you know. The odds that I make a trade with this guy, pretty fucking low. So, I mean, look at his team. You're like, how the hell did you let him get Derwin James, Stephon Gilmore, Aaron Donald, Tyreek Hill, and Patrick Mahomes, right? And why did he take Bazooka off Patty? And he's got like Mitchell Shorts, like randomly, Tyrann Mathieu the Honey Badger, Matt Breida, Devin Bush, I think Denzel Ward. Like, how did we let him get all these guys, right? Whatever, man. I mean, like I said, I need a free safety. He actually only has Trey Flowers. He doesn't have like a lot of depth. Look at his positions. Like, look at that. He's not paying a lot of people. 2 right guards. Other than that, nothing else. 3 tight ends. 4 receivers. He's got Oliver Fast and then Shelton Gibson. Anthony Sherman, he's got Breida, not even a backup for him, and then he's got Mahomes and Mason Fine. Like, he doesn't, I don't know why his roster's built like that, but it is. So, yeah, he's got like 40-something people. So he's not paying contracts. That's just what he's doing. I always hold a 53-man roster. So why not? Yeah, I'm not trading that pick away for some shit, though, you know. You know, I'll trade it for something good, but nothing like that. Who got Tua? Who got the rookie running or quarterbacks? Joey Burrow went first round, first pick to whom? Young ass fucking QBs. Jake Fromm went to the Cowboys. Jordan Love went to the Cowboys. Tua went to the Broncos. Khalil Tate went to the Panthers. Tyler Huntley went to the Packers. He didn't really get to play a lot, though. Jacob Eason to the Patriots. Not a bad. Jalen Hurts, that's really good. Justin Herbert, who's a guy that I definitely should have taken. He'd be good for the Colts system. He's on the die Saints. You got some people here that are just young. Bryce Perkins, Shea Patterson, Josh Rosen. Here he is, Joey Burrow, who's already a superstar on die Rams. Other than that, I don't think there was any 24-year-old rookies. Yeah, Nick Mullins is 25. Nick Mullins is actually like, he was 22. Lamar Jackson, this will be his, like, what, 9th year? His 3rd as well, won't it be? His 2nd, so he was drafted 21 years old, so he's a 99 through the rest of the franchise, like, yeah, it's annoying. Russell Wilson's a 98, he's never get to a 90. Like, 93 is the highest we're getting. Watson's going to sooner or later pass us. He's in a 90. He's only 24. Other than that, like, people that, like, won't, like, ever. Like, Carson Wentz, he'll hit 90, I think. He'll hit 90. Jimmy G's already 28. I mean, you know. He might hit 90, but it's going to be rough, 90, if he does. Because they don't really utilize him very much. Brady, obviously, no. Kyler Murray, definitely. Definitely will hit 99, I think, before the end of his career. Prescott's kind of down there to where, you know, he's kind of done. Cousins as well. Baker Mayfield, I think he's just not going to do anything spectacular. Jameis Winston, maybe. I have high hopes for him. Jared Goff. I mean, Josh Allen is like, I definitely think you can go 90, 99, 90 plus at least. Herbert, you know. Give it a minute. Burrow. I think he's actually 24 years old in real life, which, you know, Or at the time of winning the Heisman, I think he was, or something. Yeah, because he was. No, he might have been 23, but he won the Heisman. Lamar Jackson won the NFL. He became NFL MVP, and he was younger than Burrow winning the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of weird to think about. And plus to go in and think, like he comes in, it's hard to like look up. It's like you're older, Lamar Jackson. You've been on this earth for 2+ years. You've arguably, yeah,
Watching Flash tonight.
yeah.
Comes on in 4 minutes.
All right. That's how his budget does not. It's annoying. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go do other things. What was I just looking at? A gallery. That's depressing. Intercepted by Bobby Oakley for your 20 yards. Paris Campbell, 29-yard touchdown. Intercepted by Jalen Smith, 8 yards. Pass to T.Y. for 29 yards and a touchdown. Meh. Almost 1,000 likes. That's crazy. Meh. We played good. Our stories, we don't have a lot of them, actually. Remember, it was like week 10. Colts outlast Lions 24-21. Hey, give these coaches some credit. They put together a great game plan this week. I liked what I saw today from the teams. They rose to the challenge and pulled out a win. This matchup has every fan excited. Packers take on the Colts. D wreaks havoc. The Colts capitalize on Packers' errors to grab the win. Additional in Indianapolis this week. I had an additional. The Colts won the turnover battle, probably the biggest factor in the win. Anyone else watching the Colts beat the Packers? Indianapolis came to play by snatching up 6 turnovers for the home crowd against Green Bay. Colts and the Packers this weekend. Who wants to come over? Yeah, Marcus Hunt actually played a really good game. Like, surprisingly good game. It kind of makes me think, like, I can re-sign him for 1 more year in the case that we don't get a defensive tackle. It's 1 year for $2 million, though. He'd be like a 68, I'd bet. And his speed used to be, like, high. And be in, like, the 70s. I don't know. I think I want to, like, pick up a defensive tackle. Jacoby Brissett's gone. Can't pay him. Just pay Andrew like a lot of money. Michael Davis. I'll make a valiant effort for Michael Davis, but for a guy that hasn't played very much. Actually, he has played a couple of snaps. I don't know. I'll think about it. Logan Thomas. Not let him go. He hasn't done nothing. He just got to pick for depth. Houston, it was more of a 2-year contract, and that's that. So, it feels like he's a lot older than 31. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the like button, it's hard to possibly again. I'll see you guys.